13. It goes like this. When Jesus came to the region of Caesarea.
If anyone asks, you're listening to Rejoice, WREJ, Richmond, 101.3 FM, 990 AM.
Welcome to Jewels from the Heart, hosted by Donna Marie Britt, owner of Waterbury Jewels. Now host, Donna Marie Britt.
Good afternoon and welcome to this 17th day of October. Boy, the month is half gone already and it's cold outside. I wish it was warm again because the last time I was here, it was a hot day. So, Waterbury Jewels was started on 1 Corinthians 13:13. Do everything through faith, hope, and love, and the greatest being love. And to start out with, I have a guest here, but when we go to a commercial, then I'll let her come in. And, the stones for the month, that's the tourmaline and the opal. The tourmaline is also, both of them are given for the 14th year of marriage. The opal is a precious stone because it changes colors. It has that fire. When you see a diamond and the light shines through it and you see all the colors of the spectrum, that's the fire that they say. And they say it has that fire because it's the change of color and it's a gem from God's realm. The most expensive opal is the black opal. Who would have thought? That's the most prized opal. It's $15,000 a carat. It's because the darker the opal, you can see the more color, you can see the fire, and just like anything else, the opal and the other stones are based on their cut, clarity, carat weight, and color. The other stone is the tourmaline, and tourmaline goes from a clear, like a diamond, to black. So that has a whole spectrum of colors also. And the tourmaline, they are both of the heart chakra and the throat chakra. They help promote emotional stability, and who would have thought, these stones mean something, but God created them for a reason. We didn't know why, but he created them for a reason. And some of them are on the breastplate of the high priest, and there's stones throughout the Bible, if you read the Bible. So I just want to let you know. And the rarest tourmaline is the Paraiba tourmaline. It's a blue color. So, that one goes for like $530 per carat weight. So you can just imagine. Stones, they might just look like stones on the outside, but if they're cut, polished, they can be some of the most beautiful things on this earth. So I just want to let you know. And, this being said, this is Breast Cancer Month and Domestic Violence Month. So the next show for the end of the month, I will be giving away a necklace for breast cancer and a necklace for domestic violence because, there are two things that have a lot of meaning to me. And we as women and sometimes men they have breast cancer, and sometimes they can be in the domestic violence situations. So remember that. So we'll go to a commercial, and then I will have this beautiful children's author, Regina, Alston, and she has this book out saying LENA'S Adoption Day, which I read it again, and I can't wait till the next one comes out because I want to see that one too, because this is something you ought to give your children. This is not just, I'll let her go into detail about it, because if I go into detail, I'll tell the whole story. So we'll go to a commercial. Hi, my name is Donna Marie Britt. I am a local RVA business owner of Waterbury Jewels. Waterbury Jewels is a faith-based jewelry company specializing in natural stones used in necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and more. Please take a moment to visit our website, waterburyjewels.com. I promise you won't be disappointed with our jewelry selections. Remember, Waterbury Jewels are jewels from the heart. waterburyjewels.com. And we're back. And I have Regina Alston in here. And guess what? Her husband surprised her too. So isn't God good?
God is.
Hello.
So, Regina, what made you tell us a little bit about yourself?
First, I want to thank you for having me. I thank God. I thank you. Lena is a story about a little girl growing up in being in foster care and adoption. It's my story.
Mm-hmm.
So God laid it on my heart to write a book for little girls in foster care and an easy reader. So it's for little children.
Mm-hmm.
Lena is dear to my heart. My husband's cousin is the illustrator.
Oh, wow.
And when I told her what I wanted Lena to look like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
She did a great, amazing job. Her name is Brittany Davis.
Yes.
She did a beautiful job, and she really there's the book, and she really brought Lena to life.
This is the book. Yes, she did. So, you say you went through this.
Yes, and so I just wanted to show children that it's okay. You can grow up to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go through things in life.
That doesn't define you.
That doesn't define you. And it's just for little girls to make them feel like, okay, some days you're going to have bad days.
Mm-hmm.
Some days you're going to have good days. And Lena is a character that goes on a journey. So the next book is Lena's Christmas with Lena. So Lena meets a lot of her family members in that next book. Lena's adoption day. And some of it is sad. She has to leave her friends back at the foster home.
Mm-hmm.
So just letting children know that there's good days, there's bad days, but Lena is someone to show them that, look, this is what I'm doing, this is what I've been through, but this is what can happen.
That's right.
So that's what I wanted to do with Lena. My business is called Lena Around for the World to See, because I want the world to see this. I want the world to see Lena.
Okay.
There's other things that I do with foster care. I've done pajama drives.
Okay.
Next month, November 23rd, we're doing a stuffed animal drive for all the children in Richmond.
Okay.
And it's going to be at the Oliver Hill Court Building. So there'll be 100 children there that will go home with my book and with a stuffed animal.
Wow.
So just different things I want to do for foster care and for adopted children. I've worked closely with several of the agencies around Richmond doing things, and that's just my heart's desire to give back.
Well, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. That is truly a blessing. And, you know, it's good to have your support, your husband, along with you to do this. And
I have a great church support. I just do want to say that.
Yes.
I go to amazing church. And my pastor, Derwin Hickman, and his wife, Franciswella Hickman, Divine World Changers Ministries, they push us to be great.
Amen.
And I thank God for that. They push us to be great. And they want to see everyone win.
Right.
And so that helps, too, when you have a great support system, my husband, my church, my friends. So that helps. And I want people to know that it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you've been through. You can do anything you want to do and put your mind to, and you can follow your dreams. So this is just one of my dreams.
That's true. Because, you know, I didn't always start out like this. This is going on my second year on the radio.
Oh, wow.
And I was making jewelry, and I told Monica that I made jewelry. I was following her on social media. And she said, well, bring it in and let me see. She was having the Winter Wonderland. So I brought it in, and then lo and behold, she said, well, I want you to have some models wearing your jewelry. And that's how this started. You know, God puts certain people in your life to make you go further. And I'm so glad that, and it means a whole lot to have positive people in your life.
Yes.
It does. It does. It really does. So when is your next book coming out?
My next book will be out November 1st. And like I said, it's called Christmas with Lena.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited about the second book. Lena's a series of 6 books. So that's going to be my second book.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited. You can purchase it on Etsy. You can pre-order it on Etsy. But like I said, it won't be out until November.
Okay.
You can follow Lena's Adventure on my Facebook page and Adventures of Lena on my IG page. But this has been a great journey because this is my second book in 1 year.
Wow.
Lena was written in February of this year.
Okay.
And now my second one is coming out in November. So I'm really proud of that.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome to put out 2 books in 1 year.
In 1 year, yes. And just the amount of support that people have given me. I had an opportunity to do a book signing in Chicago.
Wow.
Yes, it was really nice. I ended up on the news there. So it's just great. God is opening many doors and great opportunities for me to just share this journey with people.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's awesome. Husband, you want to say anything?
I just want to say that I thank God for placing Lena's Adventures on my wife's heart for her to even. It came from a thought, and actually it was a friend of the family who always told her she should write a book, and she's no longer with us. But however, she actually planted the seed.
Yeah, amen.
And for it to see it come to pass, and to see how my wife she's so gifted with the words she uses in these books, the way how it flows. And I told her, I'm not going to let the cat out the bag, so to speak. But if you think the first book was awesome, when I read the second one, I was like, wow. So I'm proud of her on her journey. I'm here to support her, and I just thank God for her.
That's blessing. That's a blessing. That's blessing. You know, it means so much, because there's so much chaos going on in the world, and you put something simple it's not simple. It's something that somebody might have thought of but never put into action, but you did. And God meant it. It was for you.
Yes.
And the illustration on this book, I mean, I love it.
Well, thank you.
I love this book.
And I wanted the children to love it.
They will.
I really did. And I got some other things that I'm not going to let out yet that's coming with Lena that children will love. But I just think God put this on my heart to do. And people are like, when I go to schools to speak to children, the little kids say, are you going to do a book about a little boy? Then maybe I will. But right now, I was a little girl. And so I can share Lena in a little girl's perspective.
I might plant a seed because I see a doll.
That's funny because that's one of the things I'm working on. That's funny. That's one of the things. And a hair bow line.
Yeah.
So things, so that's funny that you said that. But so I have a lot of things coming up. It takes time to get everything you want. But God is a good God. And I know that He will see that I do everything that I want to do, the desires of my heart with this book.
Right.
And I'm just so proud to be able to speak and to go different places and share this. And I think I met you at a conference, if I can share this.
Sure.
We went to a conference 2 weeks ago, and we just mingling, and everybody was just passing out their cards. And you sat behind me, and I just turned around. I didn't know she had a radio station. I really didn't.
No.
I did not. So this is amazing. And you gave me your card, and I was telling you what I did, and I just turned around and gave you a book, and then look how God opened the door, and you invited me somewhere.
Yes.
So that's what it's about, giving a hand, lending a hand, helping someone else. Uplifting.
Because it means so much not to leave someone behind,
Yes.
for us all to rise up.
Yes.
for us all to rise up together.
And it's enough for everybody out there, you know.
Because you have a different gift than me. Somebody else has a different gift, and we pull all our gifts together.
Yes.
Imagine this world would be a awesome place.
And it's not bad to help people.
No.
It's okay. It's good. It actually is good to help people because you're sowing seeds that are planted and it'll come back to you. A lot of times we think there's not enough. It's enough to go around because what God has for you is for you. What God has for me is for me. But also, God owns everything.
Yes.
So
he's in control.
He has everything. So there is always going to be enough. So don't ever sit on your dream. Don't ever feel like I'm too old to do this, or I don't think I'm good enough. That's a lesson I had to learn. You know, feeling like I'm good enough.
Like changing your mindset.
Changing my mindset.
Because I had to do that.
Yeah.
You know, you feel like, because I was a shy person, and to step out and to do this, you know, people pushing me, like, yes, you can do this. Now, you know, the first few times I had a couple of people in here to help me, but, you know, now I can do this on my own. And when I got up to speak at the Capital One, that was the Capital One Giving Back to Women event, Monica called me later. She said, Donna, you spoke so well. Wow. She said, I see that you're going to be a speaker, you know, and if that's what God wants me to do, I'll do it. Because I feel that I've been through, I'm not what I went through.
Right. Absolutely.
But if I can show others that what you've gone through doesn't define you, you can make it, you can do it. You just put positive people around you and keep moving forward. Don't just sit on your dreams. A dream sitting on the shelf that's all it is. It's just a dream. It'll collect dust. And years from now, you'll say, well, I should have, I could have.
Yeah.
But if you just take small steps, you might not get there, you know, right away, but it's a journey.
It's a journey.
God has this journey, and he already has the journey mapped out.
We just don't know it. Yeah, we just don't know it.
So,
and it's good to have good people like a shout out to Monica Ball because Real Talk, she helps so many people.
Yes, she does.
She really does. She's on vacation, but she helps a lot of people, and she sees you and she invites you to things. She doesn't leave you out.
No, she doesn't.
And I thank God for women like that. We need, and you know, just meeting women that you don't know and getting to know them and to just invite them places. And I went to a conference the other night. Queen Latifah hosted it. It was really a great conference. And she just said so much for women to just, we really need to be queens and wear our crowns.
Right.
We really do. We don't want to see anyone left out. We really want to see and uplift each other because it's a lot of people that's not. And, you know. And it's so many. We have to start off with the young ones. Yes.
They're the future.
Yep.
And just to uplift them and make them feel that they can do anything. They can set their mind to.
They can.
You know, because I was a campfire girl? No, bluebird. Campfire girl. Yeah, that's the blue and white uniform. And the ladies, they took time with me, taking me to camp and everything like that. But not every girl has that experience. Now, there's a few here in Richmond that Angela Patton has that. I think it was Camp Diva, but now it's Girls for a Change. That's something to help. So young ladies and young men, I think they have something for young men, too, to help them how they dress for success and stuff like that. And, you know, that means so much because we're getting older, and I want to see the young people excel. I want to see them do better than, I came up in the 60s and 70s, and I want to see them do much better than I did. Yeah.
That's right.
So,
and know their worth.
That's
the thing.
Yeah, because it seems like there was a generation that kind of lost their worth, you know.
Yes. Because you have social media telling you should look this way, you should be this size, you should, you know, and then you got all these young people looking at these women who are paid to look that good, mind you. And so we feel like we have to look like these people. We have to dress like these people. But in reality, there's beauty within all of us. And if we can just see it,
Yes.
and just let that shine on the outside as well as the inside, and not look to the world or look to what social media says we are, but believe who God says we are. I think we will be definitely a better world.
You're absolutely true, telling the truth. There's so much that God has in store for you. I see it.
Thank you so much.
You and your husband, I see it. And I see this going a whole lot further than what it is, because this is, I don't normally pick up children's books because my daughter's grown,
Right.
and I don't have any grandchildren. But I looked at this and I read it and I read it and I'm like, and I was reading it like I was reading it to a child.
Oh, thank you.
And and I'm like, okay, now when I'm like, I'm playing family reunion, I'm like, this might be a good book to read at the family reunion for the kids.
Wow, that's
Do you
awesome.
understand?
Yes.
And I'm just getting ideas, and this you planted a seed. I got a little tongue twisted, but you planted a seed, making my mind go. I'm starting to write like an anthology with poems.
Wow.
And because I have a whole lot in my head that I want to leave for someone else.
I have a friend that her name is Patricia Brown Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
She was also here, I think, a couple of months ago.
Yes.
But with her poetry book, she wrote that book years and years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it just sat. And God showed her, bring those poems to today, because it still was relevant to today.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank God she wrote that, because she's trying to get that book to young women, because that's what she was when she wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter how long ago you wrote something. So I'm saying this for somebody out there that might have a book sitting. It doesn't matter how long you wrote it. Bring it out, because you never know whose life it'll touch. So when you said poetry, that made me remember her story.
Yes, because my grandmother, God rest her soul, she's dead now, but I would ask her certain things about the family, and her generation. What do you want to know that for? Or they want to keep that. I don't care. I know some of the things weren't good, but that's my heritage, my history.
Right.
Let me know so that I can decide whether that is good or bad. God lets you go through things for a reason.
Yes, he does.
And I thank God for letting me come through what I've been
Me
through
too. Yes.
to be where I am today, because
Amen.
I probably would not have been here.
Right. Absolutely.
And you too, because we've got so much to be thankful for.
Yes, we do. My husband was sharing with me a while back. I'm gonna let him tell you, but a while back he got an idea for young men. He owns his own business, mental health agency.
Okay.
And he had a business for young men, and he just kept keeping that and sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was wondering when he's gonna bring this thing to fruition. Like, come on, you've been saying this. So can you share a little bit about what you want to see with these young men?
Yes. So I will be starting some workshops.
Okay.
It's going to be, I want to do 2 a month, but I know at least one.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to start in November. And it's called, the workshops are going to be titled, Your Strength is Not in Your Fist. And the reason it's titled that is because it's aimed towards reducing violence, which is gun violence, and far as violence like fighting and things like that. So I've worked in the Richmond Public School system for years as a security specialist. I built rapport with many of the youth in the communities. I worked at the detention center, and even now, intensive in-home counseling. So I have a great rapport with the youth, and I think it's time for me to give them what I have, which is knowledge and wisdom. They are great men. They can be great men. They are great young men. They can be productive citizens. So I'm just coming in and I'm going to have special guests, and we're going to have effective workshops.
Amen.
We're not going to leave out there empty. If you're coming empty, you're not going to leave empty.
Right.
And it's all about love and rebuilding our young men' self-esteem, because a lot of they don't have it. And it could, a lot of times, it's in the household. That's where it started.
Right.
If they're not seeing it examples. So myself and the other that I have lined up, other guest speakers to speak, we hope to make a great impact.
Amen.
Okay, well, keep me informed so I can make an announcement on the radio for you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, anything I can do to help, because it means a lot. Just helping people to me, I get the joy out of. Some people say, well, why are you doing that? And I'm like, it does me good when I can see others doing well.
Yes.
And it just let me know, and I will announce it. I have another show this month, but then I have 2 shows on the 12th, and I forgot the 26th of November. Those are the 2 days I have a show on. So, any closing remarks, the 2 of you?
No, I'm thankful to be here and to share Lena, but I do want to say I'm having a stuffed animal drive for 100 children. Mm-hmm. So if you're interested, please go on my site, Lena's Adventures on Facebook, and donate a stuffed animal. These children are going home with nothing. We were going to do toys, but we didn't want the children to say, you have a better toy, so we just want them to go home with something.
A stuffed animal. Okay.
Stuffed animal. So, and that's November 23rd, and the due date is the 15th. So thank you.
You're welcome. And you?
Yes. Saturday from 10 to 12 at Divine World Changers International Ministries. That's 12199 Gaten Road in Riker, Virginia, 23238. We're having a coat drive. We're giving away coats for youth and young adults. So you can come through between 10 and 12, have a child with you, and you can receive a coat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And with that being said, thank y'all for being guests
so
here.
much. Thank you.
On Jewels from the Heart. You remember, God created everything out of love, and jewels are from the heart. Hi, my name is Donna Marie Britt. Don't forget to tune in to my radio show, Jewels from the Heart, every other Thursday at 12:15 p.m. on Rejoice, 101.3 FM, 990 AM.
If anyone asks, you're listening to Rejoice, WREJ.